What's up, Sonny? Some freestyle. Is song for braiding. You can party. I'm gonna come and add extensions for you guys. So first I'm going to section it. I kind of have in mind what I want to do. So I cut my head. So makes it easier for me to finish the style quicker and to show you guys more stuff. I'm fixing to do another big chop for Halloween. So you guys stay tuned for that. So I'm sectioning in 3 because I have a mohawk. The back, I think I'm going to do in individuals. In the front, I think I'm going to do like a little French braiding in front of you guys. So first I did a little test braid, to kind of practice because it's been a little while since I braided my hair. But here's one section on this side. This side is shaved right here. One section going as far back as I can kind of see. And then I have this parted straight. I could actually braid it farther back going into the style. But as it goes back, the mohawk gets slimmer. So it's probably, it is better to just do the front like that. So what I'm going to do, this is one of my new favorite products. I was watching Beauty Can Braid on here, and this is what she used, and I started using it, and I love it too. I love this product. So my favorite product is Jam, as you guys probably all know. That's what you see me using in most of my videos. But this is starting to become one of my new favorite products that I like too. I've seen her using it, and they had it at Family Dollar for $4, so I was like, hey, it's worth a try, man. It's doing miracles for her, so see what it's gonna do for me. I already braided one of them, so I don't really see the point of taking it out, but I will because I didn't put any grease on it just to save some time. I didn't really want to take it out, but I will. So this might be a part 1 and a part 2 because I may end up taking a break, and plus I only brought 1 pack of the weave in here with me. I got it from Beauty Depot. I have 3 packs. This is pre-stretched, lightweight, flame retardant, pre-dipped hair. Everything's already pre-done. This is for people like me on the go who may have to, on a budget, and like when you're from home to home and you're on the go, you kind of like. Hold up, yeah. I know I probably did this initially. Y'all saw me right there. And I put grease on it there, so it should be greasy. That makes it really easier to part too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start the cornrows. They don't leave sections. It's up to you. It's on your own hair, so for less amount of tension, you could do the squares a little bit bigger. Plus, you want to have enough hair to braid. You could put a little product on the root. That makes it look a lot better on both sides. And what you want to do is start braiding for this style and get a little smallest 3 pieces of hair you can, and then just add a little bit of hair as you go of your real hair. Don't add a lot. Just take. You can go in and braid it almost. So because I'm braiding this braid in some braids way down to the end, so that this part doesn't loosen up. The braid doesn't loosen up. So I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going this way. Try to make this the same. Over to is what I do is I take the hair and I this see like a flat twist. And that's how I can tell if it's the same amount of hair. So that's definitely the same size square. I'm going to do like 3 more. You don't want to make them too small, especially when you're doing it on yourself, For your first time, you want to make the end result easier to accomplish when it's your first time doing it. It's not my first time. I've been braiding my hair for over 10 years. My own hair. And other people's hair. So I'm putting these. I told you guys should check it out. The other lady was using it on here, so it works good. I had to use it. I used it for something else. For the fox locks. I think no, I used it for something on here. I can't remember what exactly I used it for. I think it was for a customer that didn't want me to film them. So I'm doing the same thing in the next section. Just get 3 small pieces and add very, very teeny pieces of hair as you go down. Try to almost not even add it. That's how teeny the pieces of hair are that you're adding as you go down. If you just quickly go down and you add big pieces of hair, the braid won't be as tight. And it won't look as good. This is like taking all the braid it all the way down because, like I said, I'm going to add extension to it on the end to make the style that I want. I think I'm going to get a braid going down right here and put the rest in individuals. Like one free end of this style. You can wash it as much as you want. And if you do it yourself, if it gets a little frizzy, you can just rebraid it yourself. It's a good thing about doing things yourself, your own way. I have like 3 packs of hair. But that red pack is supposed to be for this side of my head. So I have a few more packs somewhere. So do the same thing to check your section out. Do a flat twist to see how big that square is. See? And if it's, pretty much the same size, then go on and braid it on down. And make sure that part is straight. See, that part is a little crooked, so I'm just going to take the comb out. Yeah. See, that's another thing you can tell. If you twist the hair down like that, you can see the part a little better. It that looks cute, doesn't look bad. Effect when you put it into it gives like a zigzag effect. It's pretty cute, but I just want the product again. That's for your hair, because a lot of people, once they've even me sometimes recommend people curly hair moisture, because that's what they mostly use. You know, braiding, then if you forget, we have an initial on there. I'll braid the next section. There. Just like how that can be. I already did out. Want to make sure you probably home or something. Make sure you don't accidentally add braid from the other section. So then I'm gonna do like 2 more of these, and then I'm gonna add some extension on. YouTube. I need no distractions. Yeah, I'm putting. Can you please distract me from my video? Drop my hair. Stop. This is what the disabled. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was doing. This is like 2 more squares. 3 more squares left. You could make them kind of little or as big as you want them. It still look cute too. So you can even to do more. Can you step out of here, please? Because you're messing up here. I'm it has nothing to do with you. Thank you. Pause my video to call the police on you. No, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This has nothing to do with you. Stop bothering me. I'm busy. You're bothering me. That's what I'm doing. Mind my own business. Go mind yours. And stop being disrespectful. And go on somewhere. Because if the police are you, you're harassing me. That's what you call it, harassment. Go on. And now I got you on tape. Leave me alone like I am in the restroom. So you need to come up out the bathroom. And stop harassing me. Guys, because I'm trying to stay focused on what I'm doing. Distractions. That's the whole reason why I take this. And I don't displays for certain, not licensed to be a teacher, take it, people can replay it, restop it, and everything else. all they want to. But when you well, and you have to, keep directing them and stuff like that. So not right, this is right. So, more in-depth teacher does. I'm just a teacher online, so only I can actually talk to everybody. Okay, I'm calling the police. No! That's it. Stop it! That's no! So now what I'm going to do is comb this section out. You start combing from the. You have a big tooth comb when you comb your hair out, but my hair is not that. Hair. The same way, and I just do. So just adding as you go a little bit. Not once they see there's nothing wrong. Nobody's perfect. That braid didn't come out right. All right. A lot going on, so to take it down and rebraid it. So the three pieces of small hair from the beginning of the section, and I'm just braiding it down towards the direction that I'm braiding. I'm going down, like going this way with it. And I'm just adding a little hair as I go. Almost trying not to add that much at all as I go. You might want to take your comb and when you start, just have the section that you want out, comb that down. I'm gonna keep braiding down and adding hair as I go. You want to do it as tightly as possible. Your first time, you take your, and I'm taking my time anyway because it's my own hair, so it takes, patience. So you want to be patient. And the thing about it is, if you're not patient, just take a break. If you did a few and then they start coming out bad, maybe because you haven't built up all the calluses in your hands just yet. So you want to just take a break, Don't don't rush it. So this, if you can't, if you feel like you need to take a break. Now there's only two more left from what I'm looking at. And what I sectioned out. I just sectioned the top half out. For a person who has a full head of hair, you can braid it going that direction all the way down to the corners of your hair. You can do it on both too. So I'm going to do the same thing. Keep doing the same thing. Put the grease and grease the root on both sides and braid it down. Yellow vibrate, baby. I have the Owen orange. $3.99 a pack from Beauty Puff. And I have the OM cherry by them. Add it into like I've been seeing other people having like they call me out to Mariota. I don't have it to hear so add it in the book, but and with with the economy and just moving around, So I'm gonna section this hair out initially, Right now I'm just looking at it to see what I'm working with here, how big the hair is. I split it equally in half just to kind of see. That's half of the hair. Okay. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do when you don't have things. So. Then I'm gonna divide this into 3. So I think 6 braids for a pack. I don't know. I'm gonna see. No, not while I'm doing this. You gotta do that somewhere. It has to be quiet. Yes, it does. Now I told you can sit here and listen, but you're not acting right. That's why I told you to go upstairs initially, because I know you don't act right. I'm going to take it where count them and make sure that will be enough hair for my whole head. I'm just do each braid the same. So this is how I'm looking at it. Take this hair, flip it over my shoulder since I'm braiding my own head, and then I'm going to see here. I'm gonna take the first braid, look at it real quick and see here how I want to do this. Braids, or do I just want to cornrow it back? I think I'm gonna put a cornrow some of this in here initially. So I'm gonna just section this into like this one braid. I'm gonna section into like 5 sections pieces. So 6 each. I'm gonna start off with of the hair. Start off with a little bit of the hair. And take the rest and put it over my shoulder. So and I'm gonna do a regular cornrow, but I'm the hair. So I'm take the hair like this, and I'm gonna take a smaller piece, but at the end, all of them should have the equal amount of hair. So all of them should look equal, like that. Then I'm going to attempt to add it in. I've did it before, so I assume it'll work. So I'm just gonna take that first little braid and just start cornrowing that in. 1, 2, 3. So I put the cornrow inside of the weave, and I just add it like that. So I'm gonna do it like that twice. 2, 3, Then I'm going to start to move back to the next section, to the next braid. Two. So then, see how go back. I'm just gonna end. So now this should be 5, 2, 4 here. Hold on. 1, 3, 5. Okay, 5. So I'm just gonna add a little bit as I go in. I like the way it looks better when they do this. So I'll do this, you know. So add a little bit. When I add it in, I put it where there's not as much hair at the root. Whichever braid doesn't have a braid in it, that's where I put the extension at. Then the other side of the extension, I just continue to braid, like just how I was braiding. I just continue to braid it in 3. The same way that it was going, I just continue to braid it in. And that's how I add the extension. Most of the time, I like to add the extension under the hair where you can't see it. So let me see here. That was on top. You want to add it under it, or it ain't going to be right. Now that ain't even. Okay. So keep braiding like that. Start the braid. Add the hair as you go. It's pre-stretched, pre-detangled, everything. It's not cheap hair. So I'm just going to add a little bit in. Under. And I do it all the time for the sew-ins. I add a little hair as I go. I don't add it all initially when I do my sew-ins. So you just keep taking a little bit and adding it as you go to make the hair, the braid. And if you don't like it, at first you don't succeed, you can always try again. Don't give up. You'll get it. Just keep trying. It's not something that you get the first time usually. It's already pre-stretched, pre-detangled. It's not the cheap hair. Row it, going back. Now I'm going to add the last piece. I didn't really, or no, this is like another 2 more pieces, the last 2. For them kind of small and just add them as I go. I've been braiding hair over 10 years. I have a little girl. So when you have kids, you know, and you're struggling with bills, some of these things you just have to learn, you know. And as I go, I just add hair. You don't have to learn, but you know how moms are. You start learning things because you're a mom, you know, and you trying to afford things. The easiest step for me when I first started learning how to do my my daughter's hair, what I would recommend for someone trying to learn hair twist, you can pretty much almost use any product that like is a moisturizer, and you can accomplish great 2-strand twist on natural hair for kids. So that is the style I definitely recommend for kids and someone starting out who's not good at braiding. And I'll come on here and show you guys a little bit of that before I cut my hair off. I don't know. I might do it after I cut my hair because it's going to grow back. If it don't, I'll do it on someone else and show you guys. So I just kept adding the hair under, you know, as I go. And now that I'm at the end of the braid, what I'm going to do, since I'm right here, you leave pieces, you want to kind of cover it up with the, so you can use your product to control your hair too. Make sure you have plenty of product on your real hair to kind of help to the hair to stay inside of the braids too. You can also add more hair too. But because I want all the braids to be the same size, that is the reason that a certain amount of hair that I was adding in. And I've already pre-sectioned out all the hair ahead of time. So I know that it's only going to be 6 braids till packs. And plus I want to get done, you know. So, yeah. And there's only 3 packs, so 6 per pack. That's not very many braids, you guys. We're getting done today, okay? We're getting done today. We are not trying to be here all day. Okay, so braid on down to the end because I want them to be really cute. This is just, for me, I feel like this is taking out of the time that I have to take to do the individuals, you know. This little design, it makes it so it doesn't take as long. But the braids were going to be big anyway, so, you know, it still wasn't going to take very long. And you want to kind of calculate that. Depending on the size of your head, you want to calculate it. Like someone with a bigger head, well, not a bigger head. I didn't mean to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say a bigger head. Someone who wants to do their whole head like this, it would take a little bit more hair. I cut most of my hair off to save. For a full head, you know, a break, 8 to 10 packs, depending on the standard amount of hair that people use for individuals and like braids like this is about 6 to 10 packs. That's if they have a full head of hair, you know. Like my friend, they don't have a big head, so that can, like, you can probably use less. But sometimes it's, you know, it still takes a bit. So you want to have enough. So initially, you want to make sure you buy enough hair to start. So I'm braiding all the way to the end. I'm loving this hair, you guys. It's not really tangling or nothing. I feel like the better the hair, the easier it is for you guys to braid. You know, because I spend a lot of time buying cheap hair. I mean, I can braid with it, but it just makes it harder on you, you know. If you spend a few more dollars on better hair, you know, it takes you less time. It doesn't tangle up. It looks gooder. People are complimenting more, you know. And because at first what I was going to do was 2 of these, one on this side, one on that side. And then I was going to do the back end individuals, but I changed my mind. So I'm just going to braid one on one side. I was going to do 2 ponytails, like right in the front, 2, my mind. And that's something I can do. I think it would still be cute though, you know. This is a freestyle, you know, freestyle. So it's like your freestyle cornrow. You do whatever you want. You know? I'm just doing whatever I want. stuff. Remember what we only 3 packs of hair, so we need to start calculating something here. Okay, this particular section, I was planning to use the red hair on this side because this is that I told you guys my red patch on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably leave that little section alone. I know that 6 braids are gonna go right there. Or less, could be 8. I mean, not 8. It could be less than that. But 6 braids I think would be good. So the back, since I have 5 braids left up here, and then I have another pack for the bottom half. I have enough for 6 at the bottom, and I have enough for 5 at the top. So I may not use all the hair, you guys. We're gonna see what happens here. I don't know what brand they are, but I don't recommend buying no name rubber bands. In the end, that can mess you up. But because I'm braiding it, it's not gonna be. It's probably hair's gonna be on top of it anyway. But I just recommend any rubber bands. They never pop. They've never failed me, and I've been doing hair for years. I stick by them. They're the bomb. So okay, I'm gonna do more than 11 braids in the back. Remember, we're calculating here. So I had the yellow hair right here at the top in this little side. So I think I'm gonna use more. I really think I wanted to use more of the yellow at the top area, but I don't know, I kind of want the red at the bottom. So I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't want to accidentally mix all the hair up. So that's another thing. When we have kids and stuff around, you want to make sure. I like the bathroom because you can always lock the door, and stop the kids from when you're trying to do your hair. Because I know it's one thing. My daughter, she'll come and she doesn't mean to. And my kids sometimes they'll come and they'll just and my hair be all over the floor. Like, I watch. So in the back, you guys remember. So and we're trying. So it may not even be that many. So I'm gonna section off in big squares in front of this. I think that right here is one big braid on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is normally I would have a mirror already mounted on the wall in my bathrooms, normally where I live, behind the other mirror, so that I can see the back of my head. Like this. See? I can see the back of my head. Or you can get a small handheld mirror. And this can help you ensure that the parts are straight. You can see the back of yourself. I can see the back of my head, guys, in the other mirror in front of me. See how I'm talking to you guys? I can see you. Hey, hi y'all. That's how I get my parts so straight. Because people always ask me, how can you there's like, dog, you did a good job on your own hair. They probably don't believe I did it. They always wonder, how do I get the parts so straight and I can't see the back of my head? Oh, I can see the back of my head. I use 2 mirrors. So, yep. Okay. So, looking at the size of this braid, you kind of want to say, okay, whatever I do, the braid is going to be this big because we've already measured them. Each braid is going to be about that size, that thickness. You don't want to make it the square too big for that. So what I'm going to do is see here. That looks like one to me. I'm going to try to part it out without looking. Sometimes my hand is by itself, it has a natural way of parting things straight. But you never know. So if you think the part's straight, the best thing to do is pull the rest of the hair up and find out. So the way that you check is you pull this down and you get your front facing handheld mirror and you hold it up in one hand. This is kind of big and floppy. And then what you do is you check Oh, here we go. You check like that. Say, okay, my part straight. Looks very straight to me. Okay, so then once you check that, you want to take your Murray's gel, put a little bit of that on your finger, and then put it on the root. Gel it on down and put it, section that off into a rubber band. So that's one. We don't want to go over 11 back here because we already know that we're going to put 6 in the front. 1. Half of 11 is what? 10, right? So we already got 1. So it should be 5 on this side and 5 on that side. No more than that. The way to do that is take your comb, go to the middle of that part, and try the best you can to split it as evenly as possible. This might be a bit difficult, but you can do it. You can do it. I have a good sense of feel. I've been doing this a while, so if it doesn't come out right, like I said, you can always go back and over it again. If you look at it, you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't know that time because my hand feel like it went somewhere else. It didn't go straight. You just go back in there and use your hand and the comb to kind of part it like that. You go straight down the middle with it as best as you can. And then what you want to do is check it. The way you check it is, see, my hair is so curly. Once I part it, it automatically splits. So it doesn't just go back, you know, with someone who has like straight or something, you may want to use some clamps to clamp it as you part it. My hair is not straight, so when I part it, it holds the part. That's the one thing I love about my hair. It usually holds the part. So take the mirror again and look in the mirror and just see. Oh, nope, that's kind of crooked, see? But then look, you guys, at the top, it looks like it's straight. So you find wherever you think it's crooked at, right there. There, it looks a little crooked. You put your finger there where it's crooked. Then right there where you found it's crooked, this is where, you know, sometimes you don't have anybody help. I have somebody to help me, but I'm trying to show you guys how to do it yourself. So I'm not going to get them to help me part it or nothing, because that's not going to help you guys when you guys are trying to figure out, well, how does she get straight parts by herself? Okay, so then when you put your finger there, you take the comb right where your finger was, and you just go straight down from where that, because the rest of the part was fine. It was just the bottom part that was kind of squiggly. Then what you do is you check again. You want to keep checking that part. Oh, you know, because it's like, sometimes it's just like that's as straight as it's going to get, you know. You really, see, that's pretty good, you know. It's like, that's as straight as it's going to get. It looks straight. Hey, we can't, hey, ain't nobody perfect, man. We're going to do the best we can. That's all we can do right there now. Come on. Good. So once you see that the part is straight, you want to take this side and put it in a ponytail. And you can also twist it down to check. Remember how I told you, twist it flat down to see like how big that section is? You can do like a flat twist or a cornrow, depending on you. Because I do updos too. And just twist both sides down to kind of see, make sure you can check it like that. Make sure. Just flat twist it on down. Like this on both sides. Just to make sure that the both sides are pretty much the same, you know, diameter. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect though, you know. Once you braid it, it's gonna be nice. You know, you can make the zigzaggy parts if it's your first time, or some people just do like half circles. They don't really section the squares out initially. To kind of see Are both sides the same size? Like, do they look the same size? Because we want the braids to be, I don't want one side to be parted bigger than the other side. So we want to looks pretty deep, looks pretty much the same to me. So what we're gonna do now that we found that part, that's perfect, Just do the best you can. Okay. Pat on the back for trying at least, too. Because it was hard for me when I first started doing it. I was nervous too. But then, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paid. So, how that goes. So you want to put the oil at the roots. That will help too as you go. If your hair is like super skinny, you have to use a deep conditioner or some sort of moisturizing product to moisturize it initially. Okay. So now what we're doing is we're trying to make sure that there's 5 braids on this side and there's 5 braids on that side. So we're going to section out 5 squares and we're going to rubber band them on each side. At least 5, And as we section them out, remember, you just take that mirror. I have help here, but I'm not going to use her because I'm trying to show you guys how to do it without help. I mean, you can tell your kids to part it, but then they're, it's like, wow, the part's still crooked. Like, how kids are. Well, mommy, I can't this and that. So I showed you guys. Hey, you too. I showed you guys how to part it. Okay, so I have one little square right here on this side. We're only going to do 5 on each side. Okay, the part looks straight. How does it look to you guys? It looks straight to me. Looks straight to y'all. Looks straight. Okay, make sure the part is straight. So that's what, because you want the braids to look, you want the box at the root. You want it as neat as possible. For you and advertise because right now I'm in the process of moving, so I want it to like new customers and stuff too. So advertise it. So I already put the cream on the root. Make sure you have it all inside the root, because you may not, like, it's easy to forget to moisturize once it's in there. You want moisture because the hair will break. Not enough moisture, it will start breaking. Because like when I took my hair out, I forgot to put moisture. I'm not perfect either, I forgot to put moisture and I have that problem, because I didn't moisturize. So it broke a little, but then what I did when I saw that it was breaking off was I just did a deep conditioned it. I didn't keep washing it because I like to wash my hair. Okay, so anyways, this into the rest of this in a 5 to 4 more braids. Because if it's only 4, it's 4. If it's 5, it's 5. I really don't know yet, but you don't want to do any more than 5 because we've already calculated the hair out. If we go over 5, we're not going to have enough hair. There's only enough for 11 braids. There's one at the bottom. We split it in half, remember? And that's one side, 2 sides. So we want to do 5 over here and 5 over there. 5 squares over here and 5 squares over there. And the good thing about it is once you have sectioned it off, you can you don't have to have the mirror anymore to put the extensions on. It's already parted, so you can go sit on the couch and like add the extensions. You don't have to stand up anymore. You can sit down once you've sectioned them off. You can sit down and add them, but you still probably want to have a mirror in front of you. And you want to kind of pay attention still, make them, tight, but you don't have to, be so all in the mirror. So when you have a part that's not straight, just take the comb, put your finger there, and take the comb and go back over it. You want to make sure the parts are as straight as possible. You just go straight across. And check again. That looks a little tricky too. Sometimes it happens, you know. You just have to try again. Till you get a straight part. Keep trying. So it's supposed to be 5 braids on each side, not that small. Okay. Sometimes it takes a few times, but hey, if you're doing it on yourself, make sure you get a day that you're gonna just be, you know, it's gonna be you. You don't want to have it be doing this on a day when you got somewhere to go, unless you like say you do it like do it start on the morning or start. I really say I prefer. I'm telling you, just do it on a day, the day before you have something to do. This isn't something that you should do on a day when you got something to do. You know, because if you're not a professional and you don't really know and you're kind of learning, you want to take your time, you know, and you can always take breaks in between because my phone's going to go dead in a minute. So I'm going to get the sections and then I'm going to come back with the rest once it charged. Or either I might set it down and set the phone down and let it charge some. But I want to make sure these squares are perfect. Because once the squares are perfect, the front is easy to part. The back is where, you know, you can't really see nothing, you know. So now I'm just doing the sections. So remember, okay, it's 11. It has to be 11 braids in the back. So far I have 3 sections. So now this side should only have 2 to 3 more braids right here. No more than 3 more braids, or I'm going to run out of hair. We don't want to run out, so we're going to calculate that initially. This thing broke. It was working. I don't know what happened with this. It was working when I first cause to charge my phone in here. Work no more. Oh. This can be 2 or 3. It's up to you. We're trying to get done, so you know. Okay. I think I'm gonna just make it 3. I don't. Not like I said. It's So you want to check the part. Part looks excellent. Look from every angle. Part looks good. I already parted this part while the camera was messing up, you guys. So these are the last 2 on this side. But this part is crucial to the whole well-being of the style. You wanna I'm making it easier on you guys by having it being done like this. It makes it easier on me and you. See, because now All we have to do is just gel the, once we have the sections already on there, all we have to do is just add the hair. Sections are there. Once I'm there, you guys can, the people who didn't see the whole, I had already parted this part. I guess some kind of way some hair got stuck in there. So something wrong with going back. First don't succeed, and just try again. It's very important to make the parts as straight as possible. If not, you need to just go back and try again. You know, it's not hard. You know, just be patient and just do it again. If it's not, if it's crooked, just repart it. So you could have made 5 squares, or you could have made 4. You could have made 5 on that side, or you can make 4. I just made 4. So I'm trying to get done. It's a process. So this is the section 1 for the bottom, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then here is going to be 4 on this side, probably 2. So you can always look in the, but I have time today, but I don't have some work I want to do today before 12. I'm not trying to be taken to 12 o'clock at night. The break is trying to get done. Because, you know, I am a professional and I've done this before. Not because I'm the one trying to. I don't, right now, the hair on top. Yeah, that's. If the square ain't right, you guys, try not to get frustrated. I'm a little frustrated myself. Hold the mirror. The part was straight at first. I don't know. I saw it. Then all of a sudden they were crooked. So I don't know. They were straight, and they don't come out the rubber bands by themselves.